best shots now. Mga ka-Mugshots, welcome sa Magpahaba ng Buhay, Season number 2. Kasama niyo ako si Coach Martin, Lloyd, Antonio, Coach Hammer, Coach Martin, any which way possible, okay lang yan. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Salamat at sinamahan niyo kami ngayong araw na to, sasamahan ngayong araw na ito sa aming balitaktakan. First episode natin, pero bago ang lahat, please follow and subscribe. Mugshots Now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. Notification bell, nasa baba. Click nyo yan para mapanood nyo rin ang iba pang content ng Mugshots Now. For tonight, we would be having a short discussion regarding the pandemic na tumatakbo na halos magdadalawang taon na nating nakaharap ng COVID-19 pandemic. And with me are two of my closest friends dahil syempre gusto kong kakwentuhan yung mga taong kasama ko during the pandemic. Emotionally, psychologically, and we've talked through a lot of things and we're still talking about a lot of things. On my right, Dags Mambuay, IT consultant, yan, para mas formal. And on my left, the brains behind the operation, Migs Dela Peña. Migs, good evening sa inyong dalawang makikisig na gentlemen. How are you?
Normal. Trying to cope.
Ikaw, how are you coping, Dags?
Well, for me, ang biggest thing siguro sa akin na since pandemic, yung weights room na binuo sa bahay. Siguro kung wala yun, hindi na ako nakapag-cope.
So that's paano tayo nagpapahaba ng buhay dahil mukha naman sa itsura ni Dags talaga nagpapakonsyon. But to our viewers, especially we're on every Tuesday, 6 p.m., kalagitnaan ng biyahe nyo pa uwi. Hopefully, you're traveling safe. Ang discussion natin would mostly revolve around fitness, health, around how you would cope through different challenges. Not only as guys, but as people facing this pandemic and going back into the new norm. Migs, when it comes to working conditions and the economics, I mean, with the media, with advertising, medyo nag-iba kasi karamihan ng nanonood sa atin, corporate work. How did the pandemic affected your line of work?
It affected it in a very huge way. Kasi I work as a broadcast producer, so mahilig din ako sa mga ganito, shoots. Tumigil yun lahat kasi ang daming guidelines from the IATF, from all the production guilds na unang-una, bawal kami mag-shoot. Nag-limit yung production staff namin on set to 50.
So usually baka nasa 70, 80? More.
Depende. Tapos, limited kami to shoot for about 10 hours a day. Max, ngayon nag-improve na, max namin 14 hours. Dati 10.
We're towards the end of October na papasok na tayo sa 18 months, no? 18 months. Kaya Dags, kamusta sa working environment when it comes to the IT? Kasi kayo ang backbone ng corporations ngayon eh.
Pero wait lang, curious ako, yung sa inyo normally talagang days eh, no?
Normal.
Days
tas
talaga?
Siya, ang dami.
Yeah.
So, inefficient na talaga ngayon.
Inefficient, mas nagmahal. So for example na lang, ang usual budgets namin to produce content or commercials, let's say nasa 4 million pesos, ganyan. So since you have to double almost everything.
So nag-inflate? Mas lumaki pa?
6 million, 8 million, mga ganun for a normal storyboard.
Kaya yung mga kaibigan natin, mag-subscribe kayo sa Mugshots Now dahil we want to help as many people as we want and we want to put out content for all of you guys, especially yung mga recreational athletes sa puso. Yun po yung trabaho ko, strength and conditioning. Lahat kami home-based. Ikaw, Dags, home-based ka for the longest time na. So how did you adjust it? I mean, was the work volume still the same?
Well, siguro ang napansin ko na malaking difference. Kasi sanay ako sa work from home. Sa previous company ko, ganun na rin ginagawa namin. So, fortunate enough kami sa company namin na from lagi kaming on-site, sobrang bilis na ng transition namin to work from home. Kasi puro online lang lahat ng ginagawa namin. Siguro, ang pinakamahirap lang yung paano mo isa-separate. Kasi nasa bahay lahat eh. Ang hirap gawin na separate yung lifestyle mo sa bahay, tapos biglang konting lakad mo lang, work ka na kagad.
Right.
So, yun yung sobrang
Pero marami rin na-save it. I mean, traveling time for one. Ako, I do broadcasting. I travel a lot around the country. But kami naman, na talagang na-chop off yung work eh. Walang sports eh. Walang coverage eh. So, a lot of live streaming, buti nga ngayon with with the digital media, marami na ring sports na pwede namin i-cover, marami kami mga seminars. But for you guys, what was the biggest change in your lifestyle throughout the pandemic?
Maybe along with what Dags is saying, kasi for me, it's everything just started being centered around your house. Hindi ka pwede lumabas. Walang recreational stuff, di ba? Start of the pandemic, lahat kayo nasa loob ng bahay. Pag lumabas ka, kailangan mo ng barangay pass. Medyo nakakabaliw yun for me. Tsaka yung tama yung ako, yung initial setup ko for work, kama ko, pagbangon mo, andun na kagad yung table. Laptop, yun na yung trabaho na yun. Wala na yung relationship mo of driving to work, hihiwalay mo yung work mo sa pambahay mong stuff. Alam mo yun? Wala na eh. So, it's hard.
Yun nga yung isa sa mga naging pinakamahirap yung putting a line of demarcation when it comes to work and your home life.
Totoo.
I mean, lalo na sa inyo, with IT at all times, it's always moving, it's always working. Dumating ba yung mga point na, for example, it was off office hours, biglang may mag-message na, can you follow up on this?
Yun nga yung pinakamahirap actually na adjustment sa
yung work mo.
Yung idea namin lahat na nasa bahay lang to. Hindi siya parang mas humirap pa yung work kasi anytime alam namin na available tong taong to eh. Parang ganun siya.
You have no excuse eh. Parang ganun.
Parang nawala yung switch ng on and off. Parang kailangan naka-on ka na lang lagi.
Marami rin kasi yung I mean guys, who lost jobs. Ako, I worked with the company ABS-CBN. It closed down through the first month of the pandemic. And it was challenging dahil we were a handful of, ako naman kasi per contract basis. So, we were a handful of people na nawalan ng trabaho. So, with you guys, may adjustments din ba sa pay? Or did you need to sacrifice a fraction of it for the company to sustain their productivity?
Partly, yes. Because, lalo at the start, because people would ask, we're not sending you physically to work anymore, yung mga ganun. So, ideally, for example, for me, I don't have to go to a recording studio or anything like that. Everything I can do from the house. So, parang sometimes, I guess there's like a notion of, you're doing slightly less work, so you should charge accordingly. Yung mga ganun eh. So,
Sa'yo, ganun din ba?
Well, sa amin, swerte enough na yung mga regulars hindi affected in terms of yung sa compensation. Pero yung mga contract workers namin, yun yung medyo nag-lay off ng, lalo na sa mga overseas namin na colleagues, daming natanggal nun, contract workers.
And yun nga, mga Ka-Mugshots, ito yung, kaya inimbitahan ko yung dalawa kong kaibigan. Both are single guys, okay? So, when it comes to that, kasi i-explain natin. I want you guys to see that yung pagpapahaba ng buhay, hindi lang, it's not about the physical makeup. It's about the mental. It's all about the other factors surrounding your performance. But ito, real life. This is real life issues that we're talking about. That's why I needed some of my close friends to be part of it, part of that discussion. On the mental side, how difficult was it adjusting during the first part of the pandemic? Migs, ikaw unahin kita. Kasi si Migs transferred houses pa during the pandemic. Pero towards the latter part. But how difficult was it setting up and having the mentality of just bunkering in? Diba?
It's tiring. It's tiring. Ako kasi I don't live with my parents eh. So it was harder, not seeing them. Of course, you want to be extra safe. Just to keep them protected na hindi kayo magkahawaan if ever somebody's positive or anything like that. And even if you're not positive, you just, alam mo yun, again nga, like the start of the pandemic, hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta labas. So parang for a time, for me, everybody that I was seeing through a phone screen, through a laptop screen. Iba yung hindi mo sila nakakausap in person, yung nayayakap mo sila, yung, alam mo yun, parang, hi ma, alam mo, yung ganun, iba.
Iba yung interaction talaga.
Hirap.
Ayun yung difference Difference namin sa'yo. Kasi ako kasama ko yung family ko, kasama ko yung family.
So, hirap siya for me. Sometimes pa, alam mo, di ba minsan, for example, work na lang, meetings. Dati pupunta ka sa office ng kliyente mo para mag-present, ganyan. Ngayon, through Zoom. Minsan di pa naka-on yung mga camera nila. So,
dami nun, technical. Nakita niyo ba ako? Nakita niyo ba ako?
Sobrang hirap makipag-usap ng something technical.
And then you're not seeing the person.
Na usually kami, pag magkakasama kami in person, may drawing na, dapat ganito, ganyan. So, ngayon, biglang, wala, kahit parehas kami Tagalog, di kami magkaintindihan.
Mas mahirap pa pag may language barrier, di ba? Especially for you guys, may mga international consultants. I mean, Migs works with a local workforce. Sa'yo, medyo marami kang kausap. Ako naman, I was able to adapt with training online, but it could only do so much. Dahil walang games, walang banggaan, walang mga weights room din yung mga bata. So, that's why I needed to come up with workouts na bands ng gamit. I mean, whatever works for people. So, with that being said, napapasarap yung kwentuhan natin. We need to thank some of the people that we also dearly love, ISPS. So, shout out to all of you guys, International Sanitation and Protection Services. Magbabalik po ang Magpahaba ng Buhay dito lang sa Mugshots Now. Welcome back mga Ka-Mugshots dito sa Magpahaba ng Buhay with me, Coach Hammer, Martin, Antonio. Kasama ko pa rin, two of my guys, Dags and Migs. I-continue natin ang ating discussion when it comes to their adjustments throughout the pandemic. Kasi gusto ko magkaroon ng idea how all of you guys have been doing your workouts. Kasi we're talking about burning time. Siyempre, nag-uubos ka ng oras Nung pandemic, alam nyo naman to, na may injury ako. I had my hamstring strain. I was doing my rehab. Kailangan kong bumili ng gamit. Dags, unahin kita. Anong ginawa mo nung pandemic when it comes, pre-pandemic, bago mag-pandemic, nagbubuhat ka ba? Nagpapa-audition ka ba? What was your lifestyle about?
Well, before pandemic,
bicep curls.
Oo. Nangangalawang na yung 25 pounds.
25 pounds.
Hindi, pero ever since naman nung naging teammate ko si Coach Hammer, nabigyan niya kasi kami ng parang structured na program.
Pansinin niya lagi siya nakaganyan niya. Tinan mo.
Sayang naman yung kinalawang ko.
Double XL na t-shirt.
Hindi, pero yun. Nag-workout ako regularly sa gym. Pre-pandemic. Tapos yun. Hindi naman siya nawala ever. Even nung nag-start na yung pandemic. Actually, nung nag-start na yung pandemic, a week in ata, nagkakagulo na kami 3
days. 3
days in ang pandemic, nagkakagulo na kami kung saan kami bibili na equipment. So, ganun.
Ikaw, Migs, with pre-pandemic, how was your fitness? How was your health lifestyle before it came crashing in?
Well, disclaimer lang, no? Between sa aming tatlo, akong pinakamahina magbuhat. Ako pinakamagaan sa kanila eh. But then again, pre-pandemic, almost the same. Parang gym 3 to 4 times a week. Lift heavy, try to bulk every time. Well, yun nga. Football training, of course, kasama yun. Nung naging pandemic, sobrang downgraded. From the squat rack in the gym, from all the equipment, nauwi ako sa dumbbells at saka kettlebells. Saka bands, yun lang, yung tatlo.
Bands talaga eh.
Program ni Coach Martin. Yung mobile program niya para sa mga
athletes and all
athletes,
that. So, yun yung ginawa natin eh. Ako, dahil nga nag-rehab ako, naalala ko we were talking I mean, these two guys and our boy Darren na nasa Bicol ngayon, na dapat nandito din. We were talking about building our own gyms na. Before pa, pinag-usapan natin. Pero ito, training facility for a lot of people. Nung nag-pandemic, nasubukan namin lahat ng gusto namin gawin. I mean, ang nangyari, nagkaroon ng pandemic, mga Ka-Mugshots. So, nag-uusap kami, pauwi ako, dumaan ako sa isang, yung nagbebenta ng mga gym equipment. Bumili ako ng 2 kettlebell kasi nagpanik ako. And then, kinabukasan, nag-lockdown. Pwede lang daw lumabas ng, may specific time lang, barangay pass. Hinanap namin yung mga supplier sa buong Pilipinas.
Yung gym equipment.
Tapos, day 3, bumili na si Dags ng squat rack, bumili na si Migs.
Magkasama pa tayong tatlo.
Hindi, si Migs kasi naka-lockdown na noon. Kasi his aunt was sick. So, hindi siya pwede lumabas. Tayong 2 yung lumabas na naghanap ng mga gamit. Actually, nakaikot tayo sa buong Quezon City kasi lahat kami taga Quezon City. So, during the pandemic, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung buhat mo.
Oo, tuloy-tuloy pa rin talaga. Ever since nung naging structured na siya. Parang, siguro,
Bahay na renovate.
Bahay
na renovate.
Actually.
Nag-work around dun sa gym ko yung buong bahay.
Oo.
Yung living room nawala eh.
Engineer, Tita Bing, alamin kayo.
So yun, never naman nawala yung sa weights room. Pero ang nawala talaga sa akin yung sa field training na. Kasi nung mga oras na yun, hindi talaga pwede lumabas eh. So wala tayo training nun as a team.
At
even individual.
Papaalala ko lang kami pong tatlo, magkakakampi kami sa American football. Wolves Football Philippines. Hanapin niyo yung page I-like nyo yun kasama ng MugShotsNow na page para makita niyo yung mga ginagawa namin. But we used to train every Sunday. Sundays and Saturdays, and every time that we could have organized team activities, we do it. Tatakbo, very, very active. Para lang to keep the cobwebs away, and we're hoping that everyone is doing also that from our league, the PAFL. And Migs, when it comes to training and lifestyle during the pandemic, what was the biggest challenge nung yun lang yung mga gamit mo?
Motivation for me. Motivation is number one. Ako, kasi routine ko after work, yung gym ko 24/7 bukas eh. So routine ko after work, kahit late ako matapos sa work, mga 11, even 12 midnight, diretso gym kasi pauwi eh. Yun yung dadaanan ko eh. Buhat ka 30 minutes, 1 hour, buhat pa rin yun.
White Plains.
Oh, White Plains. Ngayon, hindi na eh. Kasi
bakbak na turf dahil kakahayos.
yan, mismo. But then again, now, coming back to what we previously talked about. Kasi, I'm stuck at home. My office is basically right beside my bed. So everything revolves around my house. Hindi rin naman, wala rin naman akong gym setup. So, may times na drained na ako mentally and physically from work. Because you feel like you're on call most of the time. So yung motivation ko to work out, parang, katamad, bukas na lang, puro ganyan. And then, wala pa tayong sports, pare. So, alam mo yung,
look forward.
like, ako kasi ang motivation ko for working out is, dapat may end goal ako in sports eh. Parang, I want to be faster, I want to be stronger. Magbubuhat ako for it. Eh ngayon, parang, para saan? Parang hindi ako, like, I don't be overweight. Yung mga ganun na lang eh. So it's...
yung pagka-preno mo.
Sensitive tayo sa ganyan.
Yung pagka-preno mo eh.
Sensitive tayo sa ganyan.
Jumater naman eh. Nakikita mo eh.
Ayaw natin makancel. First, pilot show mo to.
Hindi pwede yan.
Alam ko saan tayo mo.
So Dags, when it comes to kay Migs, motivation was his biggest adjustment and challenge. Sa'yo, with you working out alone at home. Kasi ako, kahit ikulong ako, nakita nyo naman eh, yung weights room ko, puti lang na pader, nilagyan ko lang ng TV. Hindi pa nga ako nanonood ng TV kahit walang tanong. Parang asylum eh. Ikaw, what was the biggest challenge for you when it comes to home workouts?
Well, I guess same din nung sinabi rin ni Migs, yung feeling na on-call ka. Kasi yun talaga yung nafe-feel ko. Tapos, alam mo yung, kunyari naka-offline naman ako, narinig ko yung notification sound ng messenger ko sa work. Talagang maano ko eh. Yung utak ko parang biglang magsiswitch to work na parang, wait lang, kailangan ko ata mag-work. So yun yung biggest issue siguro sa akin. Yung pag-switch na talagang focus sa work. Kasi pag nag-train ako, gusto ko talagang yung full attention ko andun eh. Pag hindi, ang hirap eh. Kaya buti na talaga nagte-take ako ng pre-workout.
Yun ang maganda.
Yun talaga yung pinakamaganda.
Naging unemployed ako nung pandemic. Marami akong oras magpa-condition. Gumawa lang kami ng live stream ng isa kong friend. And we were talking about sports. Again, it's about motivation. Eh. That was the biggest challenge amongst people. Swerte pa nga tayo. Kasi we had the means. We had the means to, acquire gym equipment. Yung dalawang unang kong kettlebell napunta sa'yo tsaka napunta kay Darren. Ewan ko kung dinala niya sa Bicol right now. Pero we were able to get the equipment that we need to still sustain what we were doing. Na ngayon, pag pinagsama-sama natin yung mga gamit natin, pwede na natin itayo yung facility. But that's what happened because, nagtatabi rin tayo ng mga kinikita natin. But para dun sa mga ka-mugshots natin that are not able to really get the equipment that you need, antabayanan nyo lang po, throughout this season 2, gagawa tayo ng mga program na very minimal. I think yung naalala ko parang less than 2,000 yung ginastos natin eh. Para doon sa complete bands. Yung
less than 2,000.
Kasi online ko binili yung akin eh. Ko sa mga stores.
Lang.
Online shopping na lang ngayon.
Kasi madali eh. And walang human contact. Madaling i-disinfect yung mga gamit. But again, we're healthier now going towards the end of 2021. Papasok tayo in 2022. A lot of people are getting vaccinated. What are the biggest lessons learned? When it comes to training, ano yung mga natutunan mo sa sarili mo? Ito mga ka-mugshots, etong dalawang to, recreational. recreation na mga empleyado po talaga to. Feeling lang nito at neto player silang dalawa. Feeling player lang po silang dalawa. Feeling player lang po. Kaya ang importante kasi dito, malaman ninyo na ang pagpapakondisyon at pagpapahaba ng buhay, hindi lang yan para sa mga atleta, hindi lang yan doon sa para may mga end goal, pero yun ang goal pahabaan ng buhay kasi the more memories that you could get out of this life, the better. So, ano yung biggest adjustments? Adjustments sa training, Ito sa training na.
Akin, biggest adjustment sa training siguro, training smart. Kasi before, na-realize ko, sobrang kulang pala ng tulog ko. Tapos, tinatry ko mag-squeeze in, pre-pandemic to, pumapasok ako 5 times a week. Tapos, tinatry ko mag-squeeze ng workout.
Nagsuschool bus ka pa, di ba, pag umaga? School bus.
Nag-wonder.
School bus yung tawag doon. Di ba? It's a part of the hustle.
Tapos yun, tinatry ko mag-squeeze ng 6 times a week. Tapos walang rest, lagi akong puyat, gano'n. So ngayong pandemic, dumami yung tulog ko. Weird enough, mas nag-progress ako sa mga lifts ko, mas lumakas ako, gano'n. Yun lang talaga, nabawasan yung dynamics na part kasi hindi ako masyado nakapag-feel.
Bawal din kasi tumakbo sa labas Mabigat yung road run Maraming mga...
Yun pa.
Actually, yun nga tayo kasi sanay tayo sa turf. Pero yung mga kaibigan natin, yung mga ka-Mugshots natin na nagmamarathon, na talagang recreational runners, triathletes, nakakasabay natin sila Direk Rafi, sila sa Laguna, sa Alonte, mga triathlon athletes natin, nasanay silang tumatakbo outdoor, sabay biglang wala, sarado lahat. So, that's a big challenge. Ikaw, anong adjustment sa training mo?
Adjustment sa training
gumaling na yung tuhod mo kasi na pa.
Gumaling na ang tuhod ko.
Kasama mo, partner.
Gumaling na ang tuhod ko. So, dati mga ka-Mugshot, may mga knee problems ako So, mga parang borderline tendinitis na yata. So, halos araw-araw.
Hindi siya borderline.
So, matinding rehab But I guess, ang challenge sa akin, would be motivation. It's, I guess, may term kasi na nobody's really busy. It's really depending on what you set your attention to So, ano yung priorities mo? Wala namang busy Ano lang talaga yung priorities mo? So, sometimes you set aside working out because you have other priorities na. Kasi nag-iba na yung dynamics natin ngayong pandemic Yun nga, work from home, dapat mas kalkulado na yung mga time mo kasi may curfew, yung mga ganun. So sometimes, may tendency ako na, ano yung pinaka-importante na nasa to-do list ko. Siyempre, ililist mo yun to what's more important to the least important.
Hierarchy.
May hierarchy yan. Just like in life. So, but anyway, ang gym, our workout, nasa bottom yan ng list ko. Kasi ang dami ko nang mas kailangan gawin pa So, I guess yun lang talaga. It's the dedication on what you're going to do throughout the day and which part of that is being healthy.
So prioritization. Ako natutunan ko with the essence of the pandemic, it's to hustle, di ba? I mean, ako kasi I was an employee. When I show up, I made minimum wage. Lagi ko sinasabi minimum wage, but natuto ako. I mean, for one, yung gym equipment. Some of the pro players asked me, could I help them? Of course, I made markup from that. Essentially, yung gym na meron ako, it's my proceeds from that. And na-invest ko pa, nakapag-start kami ng small business ni Carmina, my partner. So, with that was the biggest adjustment for me. But with training, all white walls, no sound, I'm okay. I'm okay. So, mamaya, babalikan natin itong dalawa pa natin kasama to just tap into their new routines and maybe learn a thing or two sa pagbabalik yan ng inyong Magpahaba ng Buhay with me here sa Mugshots Now. Diyan lamang po kayo. Mga ka-Mugshots, babalik tayo dito on deck. Back to the ball game tayo with few choice words mula dito sa ating dalawang guests, si Dags at si Migs. Of course, guys, new routine, nakita natin. Of course, our friends from ISPS. Shoutouts, Joti, for always supporting your brother. Dags, new routine. What are the new things that you injected Ikaw rin, Mig, sa yung daily activities, meron ka ba mga bagong equipment? May mga bago ka bang ginagawa? Since work from home na ang setup ninyong dalawa.
Nag-yoga na ako ngayon. Nag-yoga na ako ngayon.
Para wala na yung ngipin.
Oo. Napaka-flexible ko na ngayon, pare.
Hindi na yung resets lang, ha?
Hindi na.
Tinuturuan niyo na tayo sa
Oo nga eh. Yung mga terms eh.
Oo. Nag-yoga na ako.
Yung ano yung pinaka-importante? Ano pinaka-importante sa yoga? Yung?
Flexibility.
Saka?
Breathing.
Breathing.
Yung pinakamahirap.
Oo, yung pinakamahirap.
In your nose, exhale to your mouth.
Yeah. Ikaw, Dags, are there new things that you integrated to make that work-life balance, and especially when it comes to training?
Biggest thing for me talaga yung sleep. Kasi pinag-usapan natin kanina nung pre-pandemic. Talagang madami na sa akin yung 6 hours of sleep. From, usually, ang tulog ko nun, 4 to 6 hours, ganun lang. Kasi, mga 1 a.m. mo nakakatulog, kailangan ko gumising ng before 5 eh.
Susundo ka pa kasi.
Oo.
Mag-school pa. Mag-wonder boy ka pa.
Oo, may school bus pa ako eh. Wonder boy eh. Meron akong carpooling eh. Oo. So, ayun, biggest thing na nadagdag talaga sa akin yung tulog. Tsaka ang laki yung tulong talaga. Iba talaga yung
complete rest.
Oo, yung complete rest, well-recovered ka. Iba yung gising mo, parang ganun. Compared sa before ko na parang lagi akong sluggish.
Hindi ka na masungit.
Oo.
Bench na lang, men.
Hindi na siya masungit.
Hindi na ako ganun kasungit.
Biggest lesson that the pandemic taught you?
Try to dedicate more time to your family. Because ito, for me, the short span that I wasn't with them made me miss them so much more. So, kung may oras kayo ngayon, mag-I love you kayo sa mga magulang nyo.
Laking bagay.
Laking bagay yan. Laking bagay.
Kailangan ko na magawa yun.
Ikaw, ano ang biggest lesson mo that the pandemic, na masashare mo sa mga ka-Mugshots natin, na would go through another journey? Sa akin naman, with training. Oh, ikaw.
With training?
No. Biggest lesson that the pandemic taught you?
Well, siguro kasi malaking part ng buhay ko talaga nasa work ako. So, medyo mababaw siya, pero parang mas naniwala lang ako na lahat kayang gawing online. Parang gano'n. So yun ang biggest siguro na lesson for me. Lalo na sa mga banks natin yun na sobrang traditional. Parang eventually nag-adapt din sila. Kasi kailangan nila mag-adapt. Wala silang choice kundi tatanggal sila ng clients. So yun siguro yung sa akin.
Adapting
To change. At dahil kayong dalawa, binigyan nyo kami ng real-world examples. Babalik natin sa health and fitness. I unpacked one of my numerous gym bags that our friends from Hammer Hydration, shout out to our boys from Hammer Hydration, that is inside my car. Yung po ay ang aking gym sack. Makikita niyo yan with this video. You stick around, you would see the unpacking of certain things, mga adjustments, mga dinagdag ko sa bago kong routine na makakatulong sa inyo. Watch this video. Mga ka-Mugshots, throughout the pandemic, wala akong mga gamit, meron pa akong injury. I had an injured hamstring, likuran ng binte. So, with that injury, I needed to continue my workouts even though nagkaroon ng pandemic, nagkaroon ng lockdown. So, mga ka-Mugshots, gusto ko makita ninyo ang laman ng aking drawstring bag, some of my gym equipment that I used during the simula ng pandemic. Dahil itong mga to helped me survive through the first part before I built my home gym. Napag-usapan nga namin ni Dags at ni Migs that I was able to put up one. So, essentials pagdating sa aking strengthening during the pandemic. 2 things, ha? Tabayanan nyo. Number 1, it's my water bottle. Agua is life. Nakakatulong to sa akin. It prevents dehydration, and water gives me energy. Talagang pampawi nga ng uhaw, pampalakas, pampadiretso. I'll take 1 swig. Champion. Okay. So I have my Hammer Hydration bottle. Shout out to our boys at Hammer Hydration. And I'll open my drawstring bag. Of course, number 1 thing. It's my workout sheet. Mga workouts ko na nakasulat on an index card. Meron akong smaller notebook. Pero for the most part, I have paper that I could write down the things. I have a whiteboard at home in my home gym. I write down the things that I need to do. At pag nakasulat, syempre, mas madali ko natatandaan at ginagawa. Number 2. Number 3 na pala to. It's a towel. I could use it as mat. Dahil wala akong yoga mat sa bahay, I could use a towel. I like I prefer a white one para just to keep it plain and simple. Helps with a lot of warm-ups, a lot of things that I do on the floor exercises. All right, next is my mini bands. Nakalagay sa color pink for all my friends who's battling cancer. Two of my closest friends, si Tin and Andre. I'm praying for you guys. But these two, breast cancer awareness, color pink. But these bands are helpful for me sa pagpapalakas ko ng glutes, hams, on my shoulder health for exercises like this. And other exercises that you would see throughout the season. Mini bands, less than 200 pesos for a set of 4. Lagyan natin yan dyan so you could see it inside the camera. Next is, of course, if you're working out, you need some speed cones para makatakbo kayo. These are some branded speed cones, but you could get some of these sa Divisoria for 10, 20 pesos each. Good for floor drills, good for sprinting. It's a guide para pagka nakakatakbo kayo sa kalye, meron kayong guide kung gaano kahaba, yung distansya, pwede nyo rin gamitin para talunan. Some obstacles like that. Next is hamstring sliders, arm sliders. It's for the floor to protect your shoes and all that. Okay, so sliders. This helped me with my leg curls ko siya madalas ginagamit. And for those things that needs less friction para save ko yung mga shoes ko. So that's the sliders. Paba, nasa loob ng mahiwagang bag. And the most important thing of all, it's the flat bands. Flat bands, para na rin tong, latag lang natin to, para na rin tong personal gym that you could use for a lot of movement. You could use this for deadlifts, for squats, for pressing, overhead pressing, rowing, for rotation exercises. This, kung marunong kayo gumamit, at tuturuan ko kayo gumamit throughout season 2 ng bands. This would help you improve your strength training without a gym. Kung wala pang access sa weights room, kahit binaba na yung alert level natin sa Metro Manila, this would be a very good investment. So these are the things inside my exercise bag, drawstring bag. So if you like something, of course, tignan nyo na lang kung ano ma-implement nyo. These are relatively cheap at kung titignan nyo nga, on our camera, gamit na gamit. Wala pong bago dito. Lahat to gamit na gamit throughout the pandemic. Kaya medyo yung pula nagiging, ano ba to? Ash red na. But these are the things that I use throughout the pandemic. Hopefully, you stick around. I know you would stick around for the whole season dahil gagamitin natin ang mga to para ma-improve ang inyong fitness. Again, ito ang Magpahaba ng Buhay Season number 2. Shout out to all our friends, to all of those subscribing. So mga ka-Mugshots, nakita nyo na ang laman ng aking gym drawstring bag. Tama? Politically correct term. Politically correct term. Okay, hindi siya sack. Maliit po siya masyado. But those are the tools that I use throughout the pandemic para i-sustain yung aking rehab and just to get by dun sa mga times na wala pa akong gym equipment. Mga ka-Mugshots, may nagustuhan ba kayo dun sa mga gamit? Meron ba kayong nakita that piqued your interest? Mga nagustuhan nyo ba? I-comment niyo yan on Facebook. Pero bago kayo mag-comment, like, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, on Facebook dahil dyan kami kukuha ng mananalo. Gamitin nyo ang hashtag na Magpahaba ng Buhay Season 2 and hashtag Coach Martin. Ano ba ang nagustuhan nyong equipment tool na nakita nyo sa aking drawstring bag at bakit? Siyempre, kailangan lagyan natin ng bakit kasi bakit nga naman hindi? Meron tayong bibigyan ng special prize courtesy of our friends from Leon Lab. No? I think it's a dry fit shirt that would fit your workouts perfectly throughout this season 2. Marami kaming shows na ipalalabas. Magnegosyo every Mondays at 8 p.m. Magluto every Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Bago mong hobby to. Magluto. Sinigang-gang. Magnegosyo tayo. And Magpahaba ng Buhay, of course, with me, Coach Martin, Coach Hammer. Makakasama nyo every Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Magtanong with Attorney Maggie every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Di ko pwede bagsak yung cue card dahil gagamitin ko pa ulit yan. Mag-G with Yuka, or also known as Mount Fuji, every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Magbuhay Celebrity Lawyer every Thursday 7 p.m. Magpatinta every Thursday 9 p.m. Magmahal with Yuka every Friday 9 p.m. Magchikahan every Saturday at 6 p.m. Mag-gig every Saturday 8 p.m. Kasama niyo si Direk Owen dyan, ha? At syempre for a nightcap, mag-wine every Saturday at 9 p.m. Maraming salamat mga ka-Mugshots. Every Tuesday tayo dito. Unang episode pa lang to ng Magpahaba ng Buhay ngayong Season 2 with me, Coach Martin Antonio. Alam nyo, this would be a great opportunity for you to grow. And again, you stay committed, stay focused, and to be the best that you could be. Maraming salamat po. We'll see you next week. Para kay Dags, para kay Migs, ako po si Coach Martin Antonio at ito ang Magpahaba ng Buhay Season 2 dito lang yan sa Mugshots Now. Give your best shots now.